Hey YouTube, Mr. Black Mamba 305 here with you again. And I know I haven't done a lot of reviews, man, but I've just been busy with work. Your boy's going back to school to get another degree on top of my master's. So I've just been super busy. So I'm gonna try to try to make some more videos and keep you guys entertained. Guys, if you like my content, please feel free to go ahead, like, subscribe, and share the channel. If you guys want to see me do more of these videos, the best thing you guys can do is just pretty much like what I said, like, subscribe, and share the videos if you think it's informative or if you like the content that I'm making. All right, I'm gonna get right in it. As the topic says, guys, we're talking about a Kriss Vector. You guys know I've never really done a formal review on this gun, so this is gonna be like a review slash my take on the Kriss Vector. Now, I've had this for over a year, maybe a little bit over a year now. It's one of the guns that I've actually always wanted. As you guys can tell, you guys see this as the Fennec in Call of Duty. I don't know what they're calling it in Modern Warfare 3 right now, but it's a Kriss Vector. Once you see it, you know it. This is a Fennec, fast as hell. I hate using it in Call of Duty because the rounds is just too fast. Like, you just blow your load in a half a second. I can't be doing that. I'm Jamaican. Anyways, guys, put the slackness aside, but let's get to it. This is the Kriss Vector, one of my favorite firearms. I've wanted this. Everybody's wanted this firearm since we've been playing Call of Duty. This thing has been, since it came out, it's been in every Call of Duty game, any military shooter. This is a staple in it. You know, the Glock, the Kriss Vector, the Beretta, the Renetti, or the Beretta M9, M9 A4, 92 FS. Those are staples in video games. So everybody's actually wanted one of these. So when I purchased this a few years ago, I really didn't have a lot of great expectations on it because I did see a lot of videos, the Grand Thumbs, a lot of those, YouTube personalities already, reviewed the firearm already. And pretty much, they weren't really shitting on it, but they were making it seem like there's some little quirks in it that they didn't really like. Me personally, I didn't really care. I kind of just wanted to get it because it's something that I've always wanted. So I wanted to get it anyway, so I got it. So, what we're talking about today is, like I said, I'm going to go over a quick, overview of the firearm, show you what it looks like, give you some specs, and then tell you why this is becoming literally one of my favorite firearms. And it's literally because of one simple thing. And it's really changed where I feel. So once I got the firearm, guys, well, you know what? Let's go over the specs real quick. So, guys, this is a Super V recoil mitigation system. You guys know what that is. The recoil doesn't, as typical, blowback operated or delayed blowback, they come back, pause for a while, the roller delayed blowback, then go fast, and then go back forward. The roller delayed blowback, they go back, they rest a little bit, then they go back forward. That makes it a little bit soft shooting, like the MP5. Everything else, like say CZ Scorpion or the Grand Power Strybog, they're just regular blowback. They're just going, so it has a little bit more recoil. This is the Super V recoil system, so it comes here, then it comes back down. So instead of putting all that recoil back, it just kind of comes down in it, So you have to actually shoot this firearm to actually experience what it feels like. So it's hard to really tell. It just feels like a little thump, but a soft thump, and not into you, but down into you. So it's coming back like this the whole time. Can't really explain. You just have to, when you get a chance, guys, just check it out for yourself. This comes with Glock mags. Let me turn this around. Yeah, so this comes with Glock Gen 3 magazines. So comes with, I think this one came with one 17 round Glock Gen 3 mag. So, and that's pretty much it. I really thought Kriss should have did a little bit better than that. They should have gave you maybe a 17 round and a 30 rounder in the package. You're paying almost $1,400 for the firearm. The least they could have done was put in 2 magazines. Come on, man. Glock even give you 3 mags, so they could have given you 3 of these, or maybe made one and give it that little thicker base plate so you can make it look real nice. They gave you one. That was kind of cheap of them. If they're watching this video, you guys need to do better. Somebody's paying over $1,000 for a gun. Give them 3 mags. Glock does it. 3 Glock mags, and Glocks are so cheap. You can give them those little ETS mags. What I normally run with this one, I run the ETS. I have the 30 round ETS mags that I normally run with it. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to grab one, show you guys what it looks like with that ETS mag inside. And when I take it to the range, that's literally how I run it. I run it with both. So I'll run it with the 30 rounder. And if you can find, I got these from Palmetto State Armory. I think I bought that my AR9 from Palmetto State Armory. And in a package, I think I got like 10 of these. These work. These are 30 rounders. So these work perfect for me. And these are pretty much amazing. Like, that's how it looks. So you don't have to go super expensive and buy the Glock mags. You can just buy the ETS mags. They work perfectly fine. I didn't have a problem with them. I'm thinking of spray painting these black, you know what I mean, just to kind of, you know, do the color, like half of them black. I have like 10 of them already. Spray half of them black and then run it like that. So that's what it looks like. So it looks pretty sexy, huh? Yeah. So going back to the specs, so it has the Super V system, come with one 17-round magazine, takes Glock magazine, and like I said, the selling point is the low recoil, the low bore axis, which is, this is the top of the rail, the bore axis is right here. So again, it's right up in here. That's pretty low. If your eyes are up here and the bore axis is here, man, that is pretty low. So that is literally what they said. It's pretty low. The low profile sights, you know, it comes with flip up sights. This one, you didn't have to buy any sights. If you want, you can buy a red dot or whatever the hell you want to put on it, but it comes with low, you know, the low profile sights, which are pretty nice touch. They're very well made. You can adjust them for windage and elevation. If you want to put on a red dot on it, you can easily just, you know, flip those out of the way. You got quick detach, swing, swivels. You know, you can just, you know, pop them in and out, super easy. You know, not really difficult, nothing really to speak about. And that's pretty much that when it comes to swivel. Again, this is SDP, 9mm, 9x19. Comes with one 17-round magazine. It's a 5.5-inch barrel, so it's not really that much longer than a full-size, you know, handgun. But the difference between this and a handgun, you have way more control, because then you can put on and obviously, guys, not obviously, but this one did not come with a pistol brace. You guys know that a few months ago we had a problem with the pistol brace. Now we're free to put back the pistol brace back on our firearms. Me personally, I took mine off, and then after the shenanigans with the ATF, I put mine back on, and now we're good to go. So if you're watching this video and you don't know much about the firearm climate, it is good to go with the pistol brace. So you don't have to worry about that, and don't give me shit in the comments about this. So this is good to go. This one is the SB Tactical that I put on it. You know, you can make it shorter, make it longer. For me, I don't really like it super short. I like it about medium way. For me, that's perfect for me. And a little thing else about the iron sights, it came from the factory, pretty spot on. And when I put my red dot on, I had a little bit of problem with that. My red dot wasn't that great, maybe because the bore axis was so high. So I took it off, and I left the iron sights, which was pretty much great for me. I didn't have a problem with that. So if you do get it, you don't necessarily need to get a red dot. The iron sights does the job just fine. You know, so that's that. So it comes without the brace and the tube that goes with it. So I had to purchase that separately. Don't know what it costs, what these go for now, but I'm pretty sure they're not that hard to find anymore. The overall length without the brace is about 16.7 inches or 425mm. Obviously, this is going to make it a little bit longer, even though it's a longer package. Now you can pretty much, you know, stuff this up in your shoulder and give you, you know, that, you know, more than 2 points of contact, more than 3 points of contact. Obviously, this is semi-automatic. You know, these guys come in single, I think 3-round burst and full auto. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 2 or 3 round burst. I think it's 3-round burst and full auto. And you already guys know that full auto is just stupid. One of the fastest cyclic firearms in the market. The Kriss Vector is just known for that speed. And I think that recoil system, you know, just cut down the travel and just makes it even like faster. I personally, for me, if I was to put this in full auto, I would have to try to find some way to slow that shit down, man, because it's just like literally just too fast. You know what I mean? It's just way too fast. Obviously, this is all black. I love all black firearms. If I'm going to do any color coding, I might change the color of this to a different color, and maybe the ETS mags to match this color, just to give it, and then maybe the pistol brace, just to give it, like, to break up the black. But to be honest with you, I like it just the way it is. The weight of the firearm is 5.9 pound, almost 6 pounds without the brace and without a full mag and without any accessories. So once you land your forward grip, and again, this is a a forward grip. This is not a grip. So this is legal. If you once you put a vertical grip, then it's not legal. Once you put a stock on it, you have to get pretty much ATF involved. So pistol brace, angled foregrip. Once you add that, a full magazine, if you put a red dot, a low variable scope or something like that, you guys know that that's going to have the weight. But without the brace and all the accessories, ammo and all that, it's a pretty much 6-pound gun. Again, the barrel is made of 4140 chrome moly, which is a pretty sturdy barrel. You're going to get a good lifespan out of that. And guys, people shouldn't worry about like the lifespan of the barrel. To be honest with you, nobody ever really shoots out a barrel, to be honest with you. For you to shoot out this barrel, that means you should be shooting every day, 300, 400, 500 rounds a day for months and months and months before you're going to shoot out a barrel. So I really don't think that anybody's going to shoot these barrel out. And 4140, chrome moly is pretty sturdy barrel. You're not shooting that out anytime soon. Most people who buy firearms, some of them barely shoot 1,000 rounds out of it, throughout its life. A lot of people, buy firearms and they shoot at the range a couple every now and then, and it barely has 1,000 rounds to them. Again, it's a black nitride finish, QPQ kind of finish. The twist rate is 1 in 10 RH. Right hand, the thread pitch is f/28, which we all love. So if you want to put suppressors or comps or flash hiders or whatever, what have you, it's there for your comp pleasure. For me personally, I am going to add a suppressor to this. I cannot wait to suppress this thing. I can't really wait to get this suppressed. So that's the only goal of mine for this firearm, is to get a suppressor and maybe a red dot later on, and then this thing is going to be good to go. It has the trigger type is a single, is a pivoting kind of trigger. Has a little pivot right there, and then it's a single stage. It's not it's a little bit spongy, but for what the gun is, the trigger is fine. People, the snobs out there want to tell you, oh, it's this spongy and it's this hard, but the gun shoots amazing. I've never given anybody this gun and they're like, oh my god, this trigger is so shitty. So with all that said, guys, just cover all the specs for you. That was kind of like a semi-little go over. But for me personally, I've had nothing but a good experience with the Kriss Vector. There hasn't been any really hiccups. I've never had any failure to feed. The only problem that I can let's start going over it from try to go from butt to tip. All right, so again, it's a 5.5 inch barrel. I don't have a suppressor. I don't put a comp. The only problem that I had with this firearm when I just started firing, and a lot of people have this is where a lot of people have the problem with, it's this little area right here. Nowhere else in the gun, it's this little area. So this is the charging handle. It's a little hard to charge. I'm 202, almost 210. Not really a problem for me. But this is where a lot of people have the problem, is right here. So when you grip the firearm, you're pretty much gripping in this area. So the problem that a lot of people have is your hand either touching, the slide release or the mag release. You can accidentally touch a slide release. And not only that, this slide release right here, it's all metal. And I'm telling you, when you put your hand right here, it digs into your hand. You know what I mean? I don't know if they want to round that up. If they rounded up this area and made it a little bit more smooth, still have all the grip that you need to drop the slide, but just not make this edge right here so sharp. The thing is, I don't understand how you have engineers that go like create firearms and they don't see. I'm wondering if some of these engineers are even gun enthusiasts. If you've been making guns for years and years and years, and you have people testing these firearms, like how do you not get people? Like if I own a company like Kriss Vector and I have my engineers make and design this gun, that's one thing to make and design a masterful piece of weaponry. But then to test it, come on, man. What's going to cost you to get a couple people to come in, fly them in for a weekend or whatever and have them shoot the firearm and go over every little quirk with you, give them each like 500 rounds, 1,000 rounds, tell them to go ham and give them your honest opinion. They would have solved a lot of these problems off the rip. They would have known, hey, this little thing, it jams into your hand, round that up a little bit more and, give it a different design, round this up a little bit more and make it a little bit more user friendly, because that's one of the problems I have. The next thing a lot of YouTubers have, the problem they had was accidentally hitting the mag release. So you're firing and your hand is like right up in here. Then you hit the mag release. Then that just interrupts the fire, drops the mag, and creates some kind of malfunction. With the Kriss Vector, to be honest with you, with the cyclic rate of the firearm, now the problem that a lot of people have is not having anything here. Now with ATF and the foolishness that they constantly get, impose upon to the two-way community is not being able to put. To me, the perfect thing for this firearm is a grip. It is not an angled foregrip, but a regular grip. But the next best thing that we can have is an angled grip. And the same problems a lot of YouTubers have. And by the way, this is a non-reciprocating charge here. And guys, once you charge a firearm, this thing doesn't go back and forth, because that would have been just retarded. Because then imagine having your hand here and this thing going back and forth. I would just saw your hand off. So the problem that I also had with the gun was that this was just digging into my finger. And then the mag release, I never really had a problem dropping the mag while I was firing, but the possibility was there, and because everybody's hand would be right up in this area. Now, what I did that changed the game completely for me was had this angled foregrip. Guys, I know it is a PTK or whatever, or, you guys can put whatever angle foregrip you guys want on it. This is nothing fancy. I just had one lying around. And because of the same problem that I had, I put an angled foregrip on there. So when I put the foregrip on, I'm telling you guys, my friends and I saw the difference in the way the gun handled 1000%. It changed the way, the scope of me firing this firearm. It really changed everything. Obviously, adding the SB Tactical Brace and the foregrip just made it a totally different firearm. The only thing that I wish I did was made this a folding brace. That would have been super nice, because then I could just fold it in, keep it like a pistol, put it into my body and shoot it like a pistol. But again, if I'm running with a Kriss Vector, I am going to have a sidearm. So I don't really worry too much about that. But at the same time, this thing right here, this simple contraption right here, made the firearm way, 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 way better at its job. Once I add this thing, it's like I could pull the firearm into me way closer. My hand is not in this area. This doesn't really affect me unless I want to put my hand on it, and it literally changed the landscape of the firearm. And that made the firearm even better for me, guys, to the point where I used to keep my CZ Scorpion by my bed as like a backup. I have my handgun by my bed, and then this is like, I kind of just depends on the mood. I would have grabbed this or I grabbed my handgun. But now this replaced my CZ Scorpion, because my CZ Scorpion, I love the Scorpion. Scorpion has a little bit more recoil because it's a blowback operated system, so a little bit more recoil. This is way softer. I probably have like 500-600 rounds to this, between me shooting it, my friend shooting it. I have like 500-600 rounds to it, and I'm telling you guys, this has slowly became one of my favorite firearm. And I know I watch Garand Thumb, I've seen his reviews, and he's not really a big proponent of it. He likes it, but he had a lot of problems with it. But for me personally, guys, if you have this firearm and you have not put a angled foregrip on it, or if you have the money, you can buy the tax stamp and do whatever, and you put a foregrip, it changed the landscape totally for this weapon, man. And it is such an amazing firearm. The look is just so iconic now. This is one gun that I'm going to always keep in my collection. And over the years that I have it, I will do simple little upgrades to it as the years go by. And maybe, ATF changed some of those stupid rules, and you can put a real stock on here and put a suppressor without paying a stupid tax stamp and put a grip. Then I am going to deck this out. To be honest with you, man, if shit hit the fan and I had to grab a PCC, pistol caliber carbine, I'm not lying, man. This probably would be my go-to. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It is growing on me. Before it was my Scorpion, because my Scorpion, I've been running the hell out of that. But I'm slowly really, like, this is growing on me real bad, and I can't reiterate it enough. So, and that's pretty much it for the review slash what made this change for me, guys. And if you guys are in the market for one of these, I'm telling you guys, don't let anything deter you from getting one. I think these go for about $1,500. Depending on where you fight, it might be up from $1,200 to $1,500. I'm telling you guys, this thing is worth it, man. This thing is worth it more than any 1911, because like I said, with a 1911 or a handgun, you're gonna have to try to, hold that gun out away from your face and try to sight up your target. But with one of these, a PCC, you grab it, you have more points of 3 to 5 points of contact. You can put a 30-round mag in it, and you're more on target than you would use a pistol. So obviously, a pistol to a rifle to whatever, I would definitely start with a Kriss Vector. If you guys are in the market for these, I'm telling you guys, go ahead and pick one up. It's amazing. You can't just watch YouTube videos and get the experience from it. You literally have to shoot it yourself, and then you'll understand what this thing feels like. Guys, I'm going to end the video right here. I know it was a long one, but I like to leave no stones unturned. Like I said, this is just a quick review. The grip is very nice. Got a little bit of texturing on here. They got these horizontal lines on inside and on the forestrap and the back strap of the firearm. Then they have the same kind of grips right here again to give you a better grip. Again, I really don't put my hand here anymore, so I do it on the angled foregrip. It comes with one 17-round mag, and then I had a bunch of 30-round ETS mags that I'm kind of running with it. I have like 10 or 12 of these, so that's amazing. Those are kind of cheap. So the firearm comes with a backup. These are more plastic sights, but they're very well made. The funny thing is, these plastic might outlast metal, because the composite that they're made of are so long lasting. Guys, that's going to be my review for today, and the reason why this has slowly become like one of my favorite firearms to shoot at the range. Guys, if you like my video, I know it's a little bit long. If you like, please like, subscribe, and share, and I appreciate you guys. Mr. Black Mamba 305 signing out.